Whoa, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's me, Digital Cast, and with my best buddy, Crash, as well. He is a little bit under the weather, so that's why we got his virtual avatar representing him in Lu. I think it's a pretty good representation. Looks just like him. Chris, how you doing?
Yeah, I've just been reincarnated into a VTuber, so I'm just in a different world right now. But yeah, I'm not 100%, but it's all good. I get to come back. We get to do a little bit of a cheeky cast, have a bit of fun, and doing the Challenges League for LPL Valorant, where we actually have some pretty interesting teams today. So I guess we can start talking about them whilst they do finalize everything they need to do before the game does go live here.
Yes, indeed. And at the same time, we are still waiting for the videos to finish. So, you know, it is what it is. Just the standard things in a league. But, you know, just before we start, I just want to give you a small little plug as well. 95X, guys, with the UNICEF fundraiser. I think it's 1.8 grand, which will be doubled from their major sponsor. That's not too bad themselves. So, good work on their part.
It's very fair play. Well done to those guys. I unfortunately didn't get a chance to... I wasn't free on those days. Otherwise, I would have loved to have participated in any way, shape, or form. But I did manage to keep up with the finals at least. I saw a couple of the last rounds of the last map. Went to 5 maps, so that's already how you know the finals is definitely a banger there. And also, and it was NerdPon winning it as well, which is the NXG transfer over to NerdPon. So that's also quite exciting as well. That's definitely something else to look out for. But anyway. Regardless of that, we are getting some players joining the lobby, so we can finally talk. Oh, wait, hold up. Are you seeing the names on the 95X roster in the lobby currently?
I am. It's a pretty weird situation as well, isn't it? Because after they won the what do you call it? Like they won stage 1, stage 2, whatever it is, to qualify to go overseas. A couple of players got exported, swirl, namely over towards China. They got I'm not really too sure where the team's gonna go with this. I mean, I'm going to just spoil it, you know? And we see Minimize, we see What, we see RDW, Mike, Standard, and we see Lu, which, it's not bad, I'll be honest.
You'd say not bad, but if anything, I mean, Lu's probably been one of the most consistent players since the inception of Valorant.
Valid.
Playing on Direwolves, constantly playing the Raze, or not the Raze, the Reyna and the Jet, and constantly dropping 30, pretty much career long. Even when they would be losing maps, he would still be putting up incredible numbers. So seeing Lu potentially being one of the new members of 95X, that does excite me.
Yeah.
Especially considering they've been playing on Fun Crew for quite a long time. They've been a decent team, but kind of fell a bit lackluster in the previous stage of our VCL. So to see him get picked up by 95X potentially looks really, really good. And then aside from that, RDW as well. I mean, RDW's played with Minimize before they went over to Thailand together. Indeed. So there's definitely going to be a lot of chemistry there. And RDW, just as Pilsy says it best, literally the GOAT of the region. Yeah. So I don't think you could have really found 2 better members to fill in the shoes of Panda and Swell that you have with Lu and RDW. I think that's an incredible 2 pickups there. I
certainly do hope so. And next thing you know, another Chinese team is going to take them away overseas before they could get the ball rolling. But hey, look, that's enough about 95X. Let's talk about Koopa Troopas. I trust you know we've both been around for quite a while. The name has been floating around for a long time. But these players, none of the existing original are here anymore. It's complete new stack of 5, and I gotta be honest, from the last year over towards this year, they've been making pretty decent progress, slowly working their way up now to a, I would say, pretty decent level.
Yeah, they're definitely one of those teams that you see kind of kicking around. I don't want to say the lower leagues, but they're kind of out of contention of that quote-unquote tier 1 conversation. Yeah. A lot of the time, it's all just this egotistical stuff. But I mean, realistically, Koopa Troopas is one of those teams where they're kind of like a gatekeeper team. They gatekeep a lot of these teams that are trying to push into that top 8. Yeah. And it's like, all right, cool, you got to go through us now. We're a team with a lot of experience and a good amount of firepower as well. Something else to note as well is that there is currently a roster, I believe, a potential roster change for Koopa Troopers. Rags to Riches is now going to be playing. I don't know which player is it over there. I'm trying to think off the top of my head, because Rags to Riches has been someone that I personally played with as well. Yeah. So I'm quite happy to see them, I guess, proving themselves again, or potentially in this series, they'll be proving themselves. I'm happy that they're on another team. Yeah. So yeah, it's just, for Koopa Troopers, I'm not too sure who they're missing, but it's Ibrocky, Lomu, Noir.
Kion? Maybe.
Is it?
Seems like it. Anyways, Matt Vito's Lotus, Pearl, and Haven.
Honestly,
I did see that.
No clue. Lotus, Pearl, and Haven. Yeah, I mean, Lotus is a map personally I do want to watch a bit more of because obviously the newer maps generally tends to be where you want to see these teams sort of innovate and try to find their sort of a style that they want to play on the map. A lot of the times as well as there's, especially the higher up teams, let's say you're 95X, for example, a lot of the time when a new map comes out and you're already proficient enough on the other 6 maps, you can kind of just leave Lotus alone, let all the other teams play it, let the international teams figure out the map. And then once you go, okay, look, we've scrimmed enough, we think we can play the map now, then you can pull it out. But until that point, you can kind of just ignore it because if you're beating every other team in the region on every other map, what's the point of picking up another one when you can kind of just ignore it for the time being? Which is potentially what 95X did going into stage 1 as well. Watching how these other teams are playing it, looking to adapt into their own game style. And they've been looking pretty decent on this map as well, I believe. I think they played it at least once. I'm not too sure, actually. This could be their first time. Well, no, they would have played it in the finals, I believe. The finals of stage 1 that I unfortunately was away for. I'm going to double check this, because I'd much rather just not be making stuff up here.
Yeah, they played it. Lotus at some point. That's all I.
Yeah, they definitely played it. I'm gonna double check how many times they've played it though, because that's something I want to see here. We can talk about comps in a second. Yeah, they've literally played it once, and it was just in the finals. So that's why I was thinking, wait a second. Yeah, I mean, they've done kind of what I've explained. You've just kind of hide literally everything. Until you need to play it. So. Regardless of that, the comps, I mean, 95X's comp looks pretty stock standard. It's this double wall comp that I guess double smokes, double wall that you see in combination with the Sky. It's something Loud has been very good at using. You can abuse the Sky to flash through these walls and take a lot of these really awkward fights or at least the opponents have to take these really awkward fights. And on the other side, it's pretty much just like the most stock standard comp you're gonna see across any map. Just an Omen, Killjoy, Jet, Breach, Sova. I mean, you've got basically you've got a good amount of tools to approach any map with that sort of a comp. So I'm curious to see how they're going to bring that into this though, whilst 95X have a more, in my opinion, a bit more personalized comp for the map.
Personalized, more time to think about it, maybe just more time spent in the homework room. But look, the roster's changed. Maybe they need a little bit more time to mesh. Maybe roles overlap a little bit more. But you know what I do like seeing right now? Like you said earlier, you know, 95X, they've got Harbor, they've got Viper, the double kind of controller. I'm really going to enjoy this tech. REW and Viper, you know, like you said at the start, this guy, he can do it all.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of just plays anything. So I think another note we could have, or something I could have definitely touched on there is the fact that RDW can quite literally just play anything for the team. So he can potentially just be slotting into that flex role.
Next god.
And I mean, he's playing on the Viper, and we're seeing Watt play the Harbor. I mean, Minimizes play the Harbor as well. We're going to be seeing a aggressive play coming out towards here. The nade and the flash not going to be finding anything, but they're storming onto that C site right now.
That's a really nice idea as well. Looping it into a circle so they can just get slowed just a little bit more and maybe get damage by paint shells. Regardless though, clean spike plant, clean site take, post plant now. 5v5, no one's died. Rags to riches. Here's the right idea, but 1v2. He might just be able to get a sneaky 1 or 2. Nope! RNW is just a little bit too fast, but heavy damage is on Noir's turn now. A little bit of damage, teammates in support. Rocky, first kill to minimize. Noir for 1. RDW surely soon to go down at this point. This retake is not looking very good for 95X. Mike, he's just waiting. And look at Koopa Troopas as well. The patience, the double swing. And RDW, he's going to have to, I don't know, maybe save a free gun.
I probably don't want to save in this scenario. I think, if anything, you just try to grab one more. Or potentially... Oh, I think he's in range of the spike. He's just going to die to the spike. There you go.
That's nice.
Actually, really nice little heads-up play. Yeah, I completely missed that, but it makes the most sense. You just go down there. You don't even give it a chance to get an ult orb off killing you. And that's a pretty clean round coming out from KT. They kind of just... They took the aggression. They just decided to storm onto that C site. They didn't care about the wall. I just want to say right now, any ranked players, the second any util that's potentially trying to slow you down comes to your way, you don't need to stop. Look what KT just did there. They completely pushed right through it, and they played as a team. That's all you need to do in this game. You quite literally just need to play as a team and trust each other. And there you go. No force up on the side of 95X, sir. We're just seeing a shorty coming out from RDW. He's going to be postured towards C, so probably not going to find anything until maybe a cheeky exit. But KT...
Well, that's nice.
They're going to take this beat side here.
Yeah, 5-man stack as well. Super hard and fast. RDW, he might not be ready for a push, but Vex is looking the wrong way. RDW spots him with the shorty, though. And he still gets a kill at that range. Oh, goodness. This is not a good start to planting the spike, but Noir manages to pick up 2 free kills just like that.
It's a 2v3 there. They've already lost 3 members.
Yeah, they have, and they've lost side control. Maybe, yeah, there's still some util on side. The molly, you heard it, got popped. It's not going to be an easy reset by any means. Good paranoia, but Noir gets forced back by the paint shells. Perfect timing. Rags the Riches TP's around the corner. Dude's already got it halfway. It's down to the last player. Rags the Riches, he can't surely get this. And no, RDW with a fantastic shot off of the shorty gun that he picked up earlier on. He basically just won the round for them. 3 kills and the gun.
Wow. Yeah, just incredible. Quite literally snowballed the round into 95x's favor off of that shorty kill, being able to pick up that Bulldog and then convert 2 afterwards. Yeah. Incredible amounts of value. 2 off that ultimate as well, so we might be seeing a early Viper's Pit as well. For the rest of things, Noir's 2 off the Killjoy ult, or the lockdown, I should say. We're probably not going to be seeing it this run as they are on pistols. We've seen a couple of Sheriff's purchase start. Nothing too crazy, but the fact that you just won your pistol round and you got hard reset right after, 95x shouldn't even be in this position, but they are in the most incredible driver's seat for the rest of this half, most likely. If they convert this round and the next one, they're going to be looking incredibly good.
Huge overtake, massive, and now, like you said, the economy for Koopa Troopers, it's just in the absolute gutter.
It's non-existent. That's the thing. They've got nothing. That's why they're on the pistols.
And rounds like that rarely happen as well. It all started with just pure timing. Vex, he simply just didn't look that way. Of course, he had the right idea. He did the right thing, I'll be honest. But RDW with a stroke of luck as well. Unbelievable shorty kill, regardless.
One of those Urs moments, or I guess a bit of an Urs moment, you know. Pilsy with the Urs rounds, losing the full save up when you've got a couple of guns on you.
Oh, RDW.
Oh, what's the head?
Hey! Oh! Rocky! What was that? He wasn't even the one spotted.
Yeah, his head's gone. That's for sure. But it's going to be the similar situation as to what happened in the last round. What does take out Noir though? But you can't be giving up these guns to these pistols there. It's a 4v4, so it has been returned somewhat though. There is a good amount of chip damage on these KT members. They are trying to flood towards B. Let's see what they can accomplish.
I like them going together as a whole team though, but Minimize doesn't even care. Stunned or not, he's going to slowly tap away at the players. Rocky's just not having it. After the first little kill, he's going to get boxed in. Good little distraction. Clear-cut comms from 95x. Well, this round's done. Pretty clean after all.
Yep, done and dusted. 3k forward as well, farming up those ecos, and we can talk about eco frags and how meaningless they are in the grand scheme of things in terms of, oh wow, you're nice, you got 3 frags, but that's still 3 kills you get towards that ultimate. What is currently 2 away from that? Is it Reckoning? It is the Reckoning. So that's also going to be a nice little retake. On these sites that are generally quite smaller as well, having something like a Reckoning, having something like a Viper's Pit that can consume and cover a lot of that space is going to be very important. So that's another thing I really like with this double, I guess, this Harbor Viper comp. The ultimates have a lot of flexibility and a lot of value on this sort of a map. So KT finally going to be on that gun round that they should have been on potentially this round with another round under their belt, but we don't talk about that. This will be the first proper round of this entire half, excluding the pistol. Let's see how this one goes.
And can we just also talk about how low, how cheap it is to get the Harbor ult?
Yeah, it's only 7.
That is crazy good for how much impact they can do. Rex Riches, did he get spotted?
Oh,
no, I don't think. Minimize knows, but
Mike is looking at it. He's
no. Yes, he is. Rex the Riches had the first shot as well. That ain't good. That's the smokes out.
Yeah, Solar smokes down.
Yeah.
They're going to be posturing towards this C site. It's probably one of the most easy site to take if you don't have those smokes.
Yeah. Close quarters combat, and of course with the elevation, the walls to work with.
Yes.
Here.
Ultimately consumed. There you go. I blocked you with that Rolling Thunder. It's going to get deployed here. RDW's going to be in a world of hurt, but he gets knocked all the way back into spawn, so he's going to be out of, I guess, any danger for the time being, unless they do decide to pressure him. Not looking very likely there. They still haven't even managed to plant the spike yet, though. They've flashed them off this position, though, but Noir's managed to get one. That's the lockdown.
Oh, and there you go. There's the close quarters combat you're talking about. It's a full dogfight. Lomu on flank. That's just what they needed. Detects 2. He's just buying time for them to plant. Now he can get the hell out of dodge and rejoin his teammates further on the site. Killed your lockdown off of the plant. This round just got turned on its head for the Koopa Troopers.
What ultimates have to be invested into this round, though. If they can't convert it from this point onwards, it's going to be incredibly awful for them.
That's 10 seconds at least. In fact, it's more than 10 seconds actually.
They're gonna go for it there. Mike might be the one to do it here.
They have to go fast. Mike, first on the engagement. REW actually goes in first. Lou, post-mortem. No, not quite, but still Vex is gone. Tit-for-tat trades. Nice shot by Lou. Unbelievable shot. And he picks up that 2-piece. 3 in total. Chris, what a start to the game.
he was vulnerable. Like, he was vulnerable as well. I thought that was surely it was gonna go down there, but Lou's just completely snapped onto his head. Probably a round that you should have always said 9 times out of 10 should be KT. That 1 out of 10 times, that small percentage where it's not gonna be theirs.
Yeah.
It's completely swung back into 95x. They've just relied on their guns there. They've just shot back, and even after the Rolling Thunder and the lockdown, it just wasn't enough. They threw so much at that C site. And 95x just came up better in that situation yet again.
Lou hits those.
Yeah, that's what I said before. He's incredibly sharp. I said he's always been consistently dropping 30s. He's always been one of the sharpest players in the region ever since the inception of Valorant. And he's definitely showing why he deserves to be on this team right now.
Well, later on, I do want to see them get tested by Odium, who honestly is going to be a pretty nasty little
much rather just
lineup.
I just want to see them get them tested in general, regardless of the team. But Odium, yeah, they're another one that it's definitely could be another team we will see later down the line there. Yeah. That's for sure. Alright, Vex.
They have some ults to play with, at least. Close quarters. This is the right idea. And maybe off of a flash. Yeah, flash, owl drone, stun as well. Send Vex in and pray they get a few kills. But it's a triple stack as well, like you're saying, for the defense. ODW inside the smoke. That's a fantastic read. Oh no, he's just waiting. Vex has to hit this. Yes, he does. He gets one. Tries to go for the second. Mike narrowly escaping. The defense, I mean, they're just struggling a little bit. In fact, they're losing players. That's guns down. Vex doing the hard work for his teammates. Here comes Mike, though. And he gets a 2-piece just like that. The spike only just getting planted as well. Things were looking so good for Koopa Troopas. And then 95x, they just rein it back in a little bit more. Once again, a retake game. Close quarters, though. And a distraction as well. Mike, that's 3 kills for free. They weren't even looking his way, for crying out loud. Another one. Brocky, sharp on the shots, making their lives a little bit harder. Noir on flank. Has a gun to work with now. This is good. Lou, stunned! Fantastic clutch timing on that. And what? Having to clutch it out. 1 to 2. Koopa Troopas, they can just play the crossfire. They can play far apart from each other. They don't even have to go for this. And what? He's going to try to stick it, but does he have the time? Does Ibrocky have the bullets? He's going to get it. Oh, no. Chris, what a way to end the round. He gets the kill at least. That's consolation, but...
And they're gone.
The millimeters.
Yeah, that's... I mean, the fact that they got around with essentially just pistols and a blade storm, and it was that competitive to begin with, is always a good sign. But that's what you want to be doing on your gun rounds, obviously. Yeah. You'd much rather convert your gun rounds than those. That would have been a nice little swing round to get more, well, I guess the economy working in their favor a little bit more. But if we look towards the defenders of 95x, have a look. That's 5 ultimates. So this is going to be a very hard gun round to win. If KT do not win this round, 95x are going to be rolling away with this off. And they have 5 ultimates on their side of the field to do that. So I mean, this is definitely asking for a bit here. If they use these ultimates correctly, I mean, look at this already. They've kind of just given up C site. They're going to be stacking towards A because they've got the Requiem, they've got the Lockdown, they've got the Seekers. They've got so many of these pieces of utility, so many of these tools that they can use to retake that C site. Mike is quite literally going to be left on an island, but it doesn't matter because it's Mike at the end of the day.
C side is tiny, B side's also tiny as well. A side really is the problem, and if the read is right, honestly, Koopa Troopas might just be walking right into their palms.
There goes the Seekers. Let's see what they find. They haven't spotted anything just yet, though. Looks like B side's going to be the point of contact here. Brocky does get spotted up by those Seekers. They're going to spot out these players towards B main as well, so they kind of have a really good idea of where these attackers are going to be coming from.
And just look at this as well, because they've 5 ultis, and like you said at the start, they've got so much room to work with to basically play the retake game. They're not even engaging at all early round. No picks, nothing for Koopa Troopas to work with. Sure, plants down, but here comes the ultis, and here comes the ridiculous defense game coming out from Koopa Troopas, if it's even possible. That's his Fury. Nice timing by Vex as well. Catches what at the start. Lou dashes on sight. Brocky lying in wait to put out trades. It's still back and forth. And the defense, if anything, they're on the receiving end. It's all down to 1. Minimize. Oh dear. We might have hyped up 95x a bit too much, because before you know it, Koopa Troopas, they just started to rack up the kills and the sneaky positioning. One by one, they swung the favor onto their side.
Yeah, what getting picked over towards that A side of the map definitely spelled a bit of disaster there. Throwing the numbers already. What is Minimize doing here?
his best.
I thought he was potentially. I thought he was going to be doing something, but just getting that pick, and then alongside that, Lou not looking to his left, and essentially kind of just whiffing that showstopper almost.
Yeah.
Kind of spelled disaster. The fact that they started to get a couple of picks after that lockdown was put down, just kind of meant, okay, look, we can, if we get these picks and then we back up and then retake this space, we're going to be completely fine, because it doesn't matter if these ultimates come out, we're going to be fine in the long run. We've got the man advantage, and that's what they did. They quite literally just hit their shots, and it worked out in the end. A couple of, I mean, nice shots hit by them regardless there, but I mean, I do like what 95X is doing there. They were playing the round correctly. There was just a couple of fundamental mistakes that went a little bit south for them. But aside from that, it was a good idea, and that's what you really want at the end of the day. You want these ideas that you can execute on, and now they can quite literally look back at this and they know exactly where they went wrong.
Well, that's one for the books. Now, Koopa Troopers.
Cover going out.
So much respect now. No longer are we seeing the 5-man stack just execute onto a site and whatnot. They're more than happy to adapt and play to 95X's pace, but Lou, he's used both blast packs. He's basically screwed.
They left him on an island. I mean, they just trust him to hit the shots that he needs to, though. He's always going to be good for one in that position more often than not.
I hope so. I hope so.
I do like 95X actually being comfortable putting him in a position like that, knowing that they can rely on him to generally succeed.
As Minimize says, you know, set up their star duelist players for success.
Yeah, you may as well. Have a look at this. You're going to be creeping onto this B site. What's got a lot of work to do here. Probably just going to use that cascade. Force them back a little bit. They're not pushing through this. Not yet. Now they are.
Well, that's a ballsy move. Like, the wall was up as well. They had zero info, but Vex, this lurk is beautiful. 95X. They're racking up the kills, though. This is rough. Mike, another one. Surely not. He gets stunned. Brocky has to go. He has to kill at last, but... And he has a spike. Wait, hang on. I thought they planted B. This is going to be a rough fight, though. One. And done. 95X. It looked like a very similar round to the previous, Chris. I'll be honest, you know. The side take was there. Maybe the plant kind of... And you totally expected 95X to just, you know, go a little bit too fast and not fully clear their corners. But this time around, they hit the shots. And, well, that made the difference.
Yeah. Just hit your shots well. But aside from that, I mean, obviously, 95X did the right thing. They gave the space, they retook the space, they had the Requiem to do it. So it's kind of, it's basically, yeah, it's a similar concept as the previous round. You give the space, you have these tools in play that you want to use to be able to retake it. Yeah. And they executed a lot better than last round, obviously. So the economy for the side of KT is a bit awkward. If they did win that previous round, they would have been in a great fit. Oh, the scan has completely cooked Mike. Oh, that is terrible if you're on the side of 95X. They've lost their anchor for this site.
That's wallbangable.
Up to RDW. Are they going to check this, sir?
Oh, he's screwed.
Oh, he's going to get knocked.
100% they check that. You always check that, man. Oh, jeez. Executed point blank. Minimize. I like this. Alarm bot. That's 2. Racks of riches for 1. And he can still get to safety if he needs to, but he's going to just stand his ground, try and fight. Lou hits those. But this mountain is still very, very steep.
4v2. Dev guns available there.
Yeah, they do.
It's gonna take a lot though. These individuals quite literally just need to separate and just play.
Ooh.
Individuals try to find something. Lou's gonna get stunned away from my Brocky. That's a nice little stun to come out. He's re-aggressing on this angle. That it looks like they've got absolutely nothing. KT is giving them nothing.
Look
to
at the
work
respect.
with right now.
Look at that. Exactly right.
Yeah, you don't give them anything. That's how you throw these rounds. You randomly just start fighting, you start swinging, but KT knows, look, if we literally just chill and we just sit here, this round is ours. They have to come to us.
Exactly.
Look at that.
They could be shooting.
That's an important round as well. The fact that they won that on this bit of an awkward buy, it's gonna start setting up their economy a little bit more. Have a look at 95X. They're gonna have to buy it down, use all their money for this round. This is a very, very crucial round here. If KT win this one, they will break the money of 95X and they'll be in the driver's seat for these next couple of rounds. So this is gonna be potentially a very heavy swing round coming out.
Rags to riches on the come up, literally. Took them a while, but you know, the adaptation, they start to slow down the pace a little bit. And then just basically play exactly the same way as 95X in a post-round, post-plant defense type scenario. Just use your util, full patience, give them nothing to work with. The same recon arrow again, 95X, they learn off of that at RDW. That's a lot of damage to start the round. He's gonna need an emergency kiss from Minimize, who is across the map.
Look at the fast flank there.
Yeah, it's fast.
Look at the amount of space that they've just taken. They've completely boxed the KT members in. They know exactly where they are, essentially. Watts decided to move all the way from B. They are that confident they are all executing towards A right now.
Yeah, look, that's nice and all, but they still have to win the duels and whatnot. Dog to go first. Noir hears it. Lose to start. Noir gets bitten. That's a freebie. So far, this is not looking very good for Koopa Troopers, but 95X though, they're just cruising along, one after the other, into the palm of their hands. Rags to Riches so deep as well. The spike is soon going to be tapped. Lomu, dead to rights, distracted by Lu and Minimize. Well, that's going to be a save for him.
Lu is, okay, he doesn't even care, he's just taking the fight, why not?
Well, just when we thought that the economy was going to be broken for 95X, here comes Koopa Troopers. I mean, sorry, here comes 95X, instantly just proving us wrong. And Koopa Troopers, thankfully though, due to the funky way the game has gone, they are still able to buy back into this. But yeah, 3-6. It's not bad after that 4-round streak.
Especially after winning the pistol round and then instantly losing it after. You're still trying to be competitive in these sorts of rounds.
Yeah.
They're still doing this very aggressive default. They're just sending Vex all the way towards this A position. He's already hit the switch as well. He's applying so much pressure. The molly is going to have to come out as well. But have a look at Noir. He's got a lot to do potentially. Lu is disgusting. So much pressure. Alongside the utility from his teammates as well. They are setting him up. That's what they're doing. That's all they want to do. They set him up. Is that going to be... Oh! Jesus Christ. That's a disgusting shot from Noir. He's completely decapitated. Oh my god.
He could not have heard that. He has to know about the angle. What a premeditated shot. Lu, instant shutdown.
Wave crashing.
Damn.
Here.
Clean B take. Util, smokes. The lot. Vex, this time, going to play in the sneaky angle. Warning shots before he backs off. Decent damage as well. I like the start, but only W, ever so patient. Let's sing. Koopa Troopers just, get a little bit too angsty. And he's just racking up the frags one by one. Minimize as well. The flash, probably got two, maybe we win one. Easy peasy for Minimize. 2 players, they did all the heavy lifting. Mike's just there for the defuse.
Making it look easy. Definitely not known for his aim. Minimize. But when he shows up, he definitely shows up, I'll tell you. Yeah, he's... okay. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing with 95X. You look at all these players and you know that they can all step up when they need to there. Like any one of these 5 players can quite literally just take over a game at a moment's notice. And that's such a scary thing to be on the receiving end of. KT kind of, look, they're trying to find some life into this game. They're trying to find some breathing room, but the second they get something, 95X just completely strike back. They've never been able to string together 2 rounds in a row. They've been completely stopped at any... Okay.
Here.
PG share. PG share. Excuse me. I'm not showing that as much as I'd like to.
Hey!
Out of my way.
It's just, I don't know. Look, I get it.
You are physically and mentally sick. Okay, that's enough of that.
Yeah, whoa. That's not very nice. But they are not going to check Lu now, are they?
Maybe not. It's a Lu shot. Ooh, Vex.
It was a little early.
That was fast. Nice. I think Vexer was just toying with the idea of just dashing straight in. But then again, he does have the dash activated. He has to use it at some point. But no, they got the initial kill. Gun picked up and then back off. Oh, Rags to Riches!
Okay.
What a kill. What a trade. That's something his team really needed, but still, they're down a player.
Would have been nice if he didn't go down that scenario there. But unfortunately, that molly was too good in the end. It's Vex and Lomu. Vex has been pretty decent with these knives.
No, he has, but...
Blocking sight.
Good ideally.
Oh! What was that?
Okay. All right. Yeah, he's decent. He's good. It's what the head as well. Minimize. Doesn't matter. Puts 1 to the chest. That's 3 for Vex, for crying out loud. All right, what? It's your time to shine. He breaks the barrier as well. Exactly. Oh, that's info. That's precious.
Vex wants it. Look at him.
Yeah, he's thirsty.
Playing the aggressive angle. But regardless, Lomu will swing off of him though, so this is definitely something. Oh, he's isolated the angles though. That's actually really well done.
Has
from
he?
Yeah, he's isolated the angles. Look, they can't really swing off of him.
But still though,
Blocking fire.
Full audio. White needs something to happen for him here. The drop hop. Oh no! What? Holy moly, Vex! All you had to do was not a bunny hop. That put them in a lineup scenario. Lomu 5 HP. What damn near got that?
Oh, how? Okay.
What a roller coaster, man. What a roller coaster.
Man, I was on the KT train that whole time. I mean, not the KT. I can't even really call it the KT train. That was definitely the Vex train that round. He hit some incredible shots towards the later half, but then
he
almost decided to decided, hey, what? I'll just give you the round here. No stress. That was It
was the right idea. It was, honest to God, the right idea. He just went a little bit too deep.
Yeah, I get it, but oh my god. Okay, we got the Minecraft crosshair coming up from RDW.
He changed his crosshair halfway through the game. Are you serious?
I mean, if you're the GOAT, like, does it really matter at that point?
If it works, it works.
I want to see him get a kill with this. Oh, nice little headshot as well.
You might just have your wish granted.
Yeah, I'm invested right now. No, maybe not for a little bit.
I like that. Killjoy lockdown. Counter as well. Hunter's Fury. Yep, Vex, go in there, lad. Why isn't the Killjoy lockdown being destroyed? Oh, just in the nick of time. Vex was sweating a little bit there.
The last tick, remember?
Spike planted.
Oof. Didn't happen. Post blind, everyone's off site as well, trying to play the alert game. Noir might just be able to catch Lou. He hears him stomping around. Vex doesn't get caught by any of the ultimate, but he's running in! He's running in! What's he doing for crying out loud? 95 Vex! They're just waiting. They're more than happy to try and defuse at the very last second. Noir, now's his time to really strike. Brocky, close range, puts down the aftershock. REW's going to get the hell out of dodge. Noir picks up the slack. Oh, the molly goes down the nick of time. Koopa Troopers, they should have this in theory. Lou pops the showstopper, tries to go in, gets nothing out of it. Here's a defuse, minimize, defended by his teammates. They sneak it away yet again. The unbelievable scenes, Chris.
Switching sides.
It keeps going down to the wire. Koopa Troopers fighting with everything they have. And then you see 95X, Lou and whatnot, Lou and crew, just sending it straight in. Brute force.
Lugo kill, apparently. He didn't get those 2 kills in the end, though, but the amount of pressure... Yeah, the amount of pressure he applies regardless, though, with that showstopper coming, like, quite literally just running at them with that showstopper, forcing them back, you have to respect that. You can't take the fight to them as much as you'd like to do. And at 8-4 half, 495... Yeah, for 95X, I mean, it looks pretty good. They've done very well on the defensive side. And I think the attack side is going to be quite interesting here. You know, looking at this composition, as I've highlighted so many times, it's more designed for this map. They've got all these options here. This Viper's wall, this Harbor wall. There's going to be so many opportunities to create so much space. I'm curious to see what they do decide to do here.
This is going to be bloody. Woo! And 95X, they come out on top. Bloodbath, Killbox. Yeah, well, ain't over yet. There's still 2 players standing, but Lou's going to give this a crack.
Last player standing.
It's the most Lou play.
Yeah.
Just go get the kill because you just back yourself that much. You don't even need that.
And he gets more.
Yeah, look at him. He doesn't even need these. He's just going for more. You may as well at this point.
Charge up the ultimate early on, you know, extra pressure later on.
Yeah.
Because, you know, despite what you were saying about the double controller util and how much room they have, how many options they have up their sleeves, really those crucial clutch rounds, it's just brute force it. Just go in, just back yourself. Confidence.
I'm terrified for Rags here. Look what he has to walk into.
Yeah.
They kind of just they're stacked up here. He's trying to find something. Okay, that's mean.
They know. RDW won't even give him the benefit of the doubt. Counter strafing kids. It really works. Well, that's the pistol round 1. 95X. They've woken up. Oh, I wouldn't really say they've woken up from any slumber, really. The initial pistol round, that was a bit of a different story.
I mean, I think on that pistol round, KT actually just played it quite well, to be honest. They had probably just like a set plan, and they just went with it because they know it works.
Unfortunately, 95X basically did the exact same thing and met them head on. Oh my.
Try and find something here. That Cascade plus that Viper's Wall going to be completely forcing them back.
Yep, exactly.
Well, Viper's Wall's not up just yet.
Aggressive positioning. Viper's Wall up now. As if you Koopa Troopers right now, you've got to be crapping your pants. The util, the timing as well. Lou doesn't even care at this point. All right.
He's just running at them.
Go for more.
And IDW's got to clean up 3. It's awesome.
Bold prediction.
Oh, okay, my fault. You know what? My fault.
Oh, good shotgun though, I'll say.
Enemy
But
remaining.
what? He just eats it and he gets revenge. Spot the elbow as well. Low move. Oh, goodness. And I guess right now that was like the perfect example of what we're seeing this late into the game. While on one side, you're seeing just full confidence. They're not going for half peaks. They're not trying to hold angles. They're just sending it in, backing their aim, backing the speed. And the other team just thinking to play a little bit more reserved, let them walk into their angles. But I guess it don't work that way, you know?
Look at that as well. What was the one that invested only a ghost into that previous round, picks up the rifle of RDW, and they've got a very even buy coming out. So what normally would be a bonus round in this sort of a scenario is actually is pretty much just a gun round. There's a Spectre and a Bulldog, but it doesn't really matter if you're someone like Lou using a Spectre. You can essentially just get in their face anyway using those satchels. So it's essentially just going to be a pretty even playing field if you just close that gap and use that Spectre at that close range. And there's a Bulldog as well for Minimize though, but Minimize has already shown how good he is with that gun, so it doesn't even matter at this point. If you go into this, it's essentially just a gun round. This, I mean, if KT loses, they're probably just out of the game. Look at Lou though, hits his head unfortunately.
I think that was a tech. Oh my god. Super speed. Oh, but Lou, he bites off more than he can chew. Low moot. Koopa Troopas, they felt it coming from a mile away. It's a nice first kill at least, but like you said, they don't really lose too much. Lou only had the Spectre.
I think the amount of space he was able to grab for his team though. So I mean, even the fact that he went down, like his team's managed to take this whole entire site. They're going to be working on that post plant now. They've got that all down. Minimize is going to be using this dog to clear out more space, forcing them back even more. Just buy a bit more time for this post plant to get set up. You know, these double killjoy mollies on top of the spike and RDW in the back. Like, there's no way that works, right?
No, the flash works! The flash works, but it doesn't matter! Lomu still shuts him down. RDW.
Oh, you're kidding. He's got lineups.
Line up,
Oh, that
Larry.
is dirty. Wait.
But Koopa Troopas getting a lot of kills, and the Molly as well. Is there one more to go? Mike and Artie just picking up frags. You gotta be joking. No one's defusing for Koopa Troopas. Where's the kills going? That's a 5v2 for crying out loud. Now it's a 1v1. Brocky gets the kill, but he doesn't have time. They lost the round, yes, for 95X, but that's... Oh, no, sorry. They won the round. Huge cost, sure.
Doesn't even matter.
But they're right back into it, and Koopa Troopas struggle straight, man. This is rough.
I'll be honest, I haven't played that. I haven't played the game much since Lotus came out. I had no idea that there was no seal, like there was just no ceiling or no roof on the seaside. I didn't even know you could do that, to be honest.
No,
I actually had no, I had no idea. I saw him in the back. I'm like, oh, he's just kicking back. And I realized for a second, I'm like, okay, he's not moving. He has to be doing lineups, right? And I just see him. He's got his little nerd lineups. I'm like, you are kidding me. Double killjoy mollies plus the double spits. I mean, it's just filthy. Okay.
So was that.
That's yeah. Speaking of,
that's one of the controllers out, but thankfully they can still rely on Watts util to get them onto the site. Of course, easier said than done. Good damage as well into Lou. Nice reaction time from him. Noir dancing in between util. They might not expect this. Watts tags, and he goes down. Koopa Troopas, don't tell me you're gonna win this off an eco. When their back's against the wall, nothing to lose. That's when they're most deadly. Plant down finally. Now, how do you tackle this post-plant? Lou goes down to a classic of X. This is what you want to see. But 95X are fighting with everything they've got. Minimize is struggling just a little bit. Maybe should have stuck to the Bulldog. Rears on both sides, and Vex gets the hell out of dodge. Nice little movement from him. Mike spots it coming from a mile away. They've equalized it now. Here comes the util back and forth.
One enemy remaining.
And they've got it. Locked in. Nice little assist. 4K for Mike. It got a little bit dicey, I'm not gonna lie.
Match point.
Was a little bit scary though. Rags did hit a very nice shot to open up that round, but I mean, Mike just showing he's just as consistent as ever.
They know the angles.
I mean, yeah, he danced around that, I guess the map incredibly well.
Yeah.
He did that incredibly well, and Mike was one of those players where, you know, he played that chamber for a long time, and when a lot of these players in Oceania came off that chamber and had to start playing these other agents, these other sentinels, it was going to be a matter of, okay, are they still going to be really good playing the traditional sentinel role, even though they've been playing chamber for so long? And Mike has completely gone back to his roots. He used to play that Cypher a very long time ago. He used to play that Killjoy, and he's slotted back into this role so well, and he looks just incredibly sharp. Okay, that was a spam through a wall on the other half of the map. I didn't even realize that was going to happen there. But as I was saying with Mike, I mean, he's just disgusting. He's a sentinel player And he can take over games completely. That's what I was saying before about this 95X roster. Quite literally, just anyone on this team can step up.
Not only that as well.
I suggest you
The communication and teamwork. It's there. It's good.
It's just experience. That's all it is. It's just so much experience.
Oh, Vex. Whoa! Nice little 360.
Okay.
Now that's teamwork that we were just speaking of on the other side. What? Good kill. Now has to back it up right now. Play post plant. Play it slow. Time is ticking away. You're already on match point. This is all you need. Mike, maybe yet another round for him to shine. But Lomu and Rags and Riches, they gotta send it right now. What a shot from Rags and Riches. That's just what they needed. Now what? The timing. Will it favor him? That's a workout. He's underneath him for crying out loud. He's running now. And he walks right into the barrel of Lomu. Shoves it down his throat. They live to fight another day.
You failed.
I was almost ready to just say GG go next map because of Mike's position alone, but they cleared him.
Yes, they did.
So nice little heads up play coming out from KT. They survived another day in the first map of this best of 3. IDW has purchased up that Judge, so instantly going into this round, they're going to look to try to just go for a hard site take, get that Viper's pit down, and just have RDW sit in that, use that Judge, apply so much pressure, create so much chaos. Looks like they're just going to be gunning for this B side here. Nothing too out of the ordinary by those things.
No? Let's see their approach to basically 5-man stacking B.
I mean, if you look at B right now, it's quite literally only defended by an alarm bot. There is not a single player from KT defending that. They essentially just have a free site and they don't even know it yet.
Well, they seem to be content in playing the flank game and whatnot, so let's have to retake. But like you said, you know, that kind of a lack of defense. And now the Viper spit as well. Oh god, things just got a lot worse for them. What?
Very grim.
First to go down, minimize as well. Being a little rat in the corner. Do they clear this one? That's my question. Probably not. He gets spotted now. Lou explodes. Low move. Vex from behind. Breaks minimizes spine. Stick it away. Here comes RDW. One pump is all it takes. Vex was already low. And into pit, he gets debuffed even further. Oh, nice little TP check. How does RDW get that? You gotta be joking. He's just gonna click, isn't he?
Goodbye.
Oh well, what a way to finish it. RDW had to get the spotlight for himself. 13-5. That's the way to do it.
Disgusting. Dominant fashion as well. Honestly, as much as I mean, obviously KT's a solid team, but 95X, they really didn't look like they had to really do much that game. They kind of just knew what they wanted to do. There was really nothing fancy. I don't really think there was a single round from 95X where they really they got tested too much. Obviously, some of them were incredibly close, but I think the majority of those rounds, 95X had a plan and they just stuck with the plan. They just hit their shots and they didn't really have to go overboard. Minimize didn't have to, use all those wrinkles on his brain to try to try to maneuver the map properly, create that pressure, create that space, use those mid-round calls. You didn't have to do any of that. It seemed just like a very, very straightforward game coming out from 95X. And I'm happy to see that the two, potentially, I don't know if they're permanent yet, but the 2 new additions to 95X are definitely holding their weight so far, being second and third on that leaderboard, dropping 15 apiece.
Well, did you expect anything less? Because I got...
Oh, God, no.
I didn't. RDW, in and out of surgeries and whatnot, but the guy still plays ever so consistent, just no matter what happens. And Lou, he can literally take a hiatus for like half a year or even like 1 whole year and still come back just as good. Physically, literally just cracked like that. 13-5, I think the scoreline speaks for itself. Koopa Troopas, like you said, not a bad team. They put up a fight. They had moments of brilliance here and there. But 95X... I think the teamwork and the communication was just better. That's what made the main difference.
Yeah, I quite literally think this is... I mean, especially going into the second map, this is... I don't know whose pick Pearl is, though, but this is definitely a map I've seen a lot more of KT of.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen both these teams play this map quite a bit, but KT seems like a team that's very confident on the map. So if this isn't their pick, I'd be quite surprised, because we can't actually see who picked what map. Yeah, I'm quite happy to see that 95X is still very comfortable even with a couple of roster changes. I guess that's really just a testament to how solid their core is of minimize Watt and Mike. They're just incredible. They've just played so much together. Yeah, they know exactly what they need from each other and they know how to slot into these other members. But that's what happens when you have this experience. And players like Lou and players like RDW that have played in so many different teams, they can slot into this new system incredibly easily because they know how to slot into these systems. Because they've, I guess, ping-ponged around these other sort of teams, especially RDW. He's jumped through so many teams. He knows what he needs to. He knows what his team wants from him. And that's why I think these are incredibly good additions, and they're definitely holding the weight right now.
Well, let's see if they can keep holding the weights as we go for a break into map 2 soon. That's going to be Pearl. 2 of the new maps right off the bat. You don't see that too often in the best of 3. Don't go away. Rehydrate. We'll see you guys soon. Yo guys, what's up? It's Digital and Chris Crash. Sorry, either or works for you, I guess.
No.
And we're back into it. Map 2, 95X versus Koopa Troopas for the opening match of season
whatever
season whatever of the 2023
season
LPL
20
Challengers. 2023
season 2023.
Yeah, that sounds
look,
right.
I don't know. All that matters is there's more Valorant to watch. That's
Yes.
all I really care about at the end of the day.
Yes, there is. And honestly, at this rate, it might be one more map for tonight because it was a very dominant start, 13-5 on Lotus coming out from 95X, which then again, I'll be honest, Chris, it's not the easiest map to play. You kind of really have to flesh out your angles, what works between your teammates, how your teammates are positioned, the agents as well. And you saw how 95X played that composition. You alluded to really early on, you're like, yeah, this is going to be good. They've got so many options to work with, and that's pretty much what we saw throughout the entire thing. But now, map 2, Pearl. I'll be honest, I like this map. But 95X, I'm afraid, they might have something really, really good cooking.
You'd expect that from 95X. I mean, Minimize is definitely a player who does try to push the envelope a bit in terms of what you can do with these compositions. He definitely is someone that likes to innovate. Being someone who has played Harbor, he played Harbor. Obviously, you know, you can call it the DRX comp on the Icebox, where you just essentially swap out the Sage for a Harbor. But it's more of the fact that even though it's obviously a proven comp and another team's done it, it's the fact that you've taken that comp and you've used it in a region that generally doesn't like to innovate as much, from what I've seen at least. And you grab a composition that's not traditionally played and you bring it over to Oceania and you do well with it, because he's obviously trying to look to be one step ahead of every single other team. If you believe in that sort of a harbor pick on a map like Icebox, is better than that Sage. You generally want to implement it into your game plan instead of just going with the comfort pick sometimes. And you always, as I said before, you'd like to be one step ahead, so teams always have to play catch up to you. But looking at these sort of these compositions here, I mean, this is quite interesting from 95X. I thought I'd personally see a not an Omen, but I'd see a Astra come out from Watt and alongside the Killjoy from Mike, but it looks like he's hovering that Cypher right now. It's a pretty standard comp, nothing out of the ordinary there, but I think Pearl's a map where there is a room for a lot of diversity, as we can quite literally see on KT. It's a very diverse comp. It's this double flash comp that we've seen. The Phoenix on this map is also a very, very solid pick because you can generally farm that run it back quite easily. But one thing I'd like to note is Vex isn't on that Neon. Neon has been a pick for Vex on this map that I've seen him time and time again just run Rampage on, completely dumps the teams with. So I'm interested to see why he's decided to pick up the Phoenix at this time. But the supporting cast looks really, really good as well. Just one thing to note is that there's going to be no dart for the side of KT, so that might be a potential, might play a bit of, might play a little bit into the way they do approach their attacking side, because obviously on defense it shouldn't be as bad.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more info gathering and passive info gathering on the side of 95X as opposed to KT. But KT is definitely a team that likes to brawl. They like to fight. They like to get in your space and just disrespect you completely, which is honestly what I think we're going to be seeing here.
Well, I hope so too. But look, man, he's still gotta say, despite having the dart or not and getting to the places or not, 95X maybe just cut from slightly different cloth, and that's just simply not to say that the players of KT, they're not as good, but it's just time. We've been in these scenarios, they've been around for much longer, they just kind of have that inherent feeling of what to do and how to get out of sticky situations.
Curious to see where this lineup's actually going to land. I think it's going to definitely probably hit down towards Link most likely. I just want to follow this. This is some new server tech. That is beautiful. Look at that. And look at all this. Okay, that's a really cool idea. Look at all this space Lou has just created alongside Minimize.
He's been cooking.
There's going to be but the counter aggression from KT though has been quite good in this round. Though 95X has absolutely no idea, and they've been walking into this A site. Rags Riches has so much to do here though, but I really like the idea. You apply that pressure, you break that alarm bot, you try to force the defenders to try to pull them all the way back towards that B site. It doesn't matter because what KT has done, they've completely stacked towards that B site anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
It's a teamwork again. The bait and switch and Koopa Troopas, they're just in such a rough spot. It's the first initial shot that you have to be so sharp on. You have to land it, otherwise the teammate, someone else is going to pop up from behind and just clap you. That's already 2 kills for Lou, I'm pretty sure. And I'm certain from what we've seen from map 1, he's not going to just sit there and wait. I don't think Minimize can rein him in just yet. Or maybe he can.
I think you speak too soon, apparently.
Okay, look, regardless of what happens... Oh, hang on! Low mood, that's a nice 2 beats in the Sage Wall as well! But he got broken by the spike for crying out loud! It don't matter! They're sending bodies in! Lou's on 4! Mike to pick up the last! All on the pistol round!
What just happened?
Chris, holy crap!
What just happened? Well...
they just sent that straight in!
I mean, that's just the Lou round. I've seen him do that so many different times. There was a round where he got that incredible ace. Back when he was playing on Direwolves, up against Bliss on Haven, defending that B side, not defending that B side, defending that post plan on B side in the pistol round. I mean, this guy's done it so much, and he loves using that ghost. He is so sharp. His headshot accuracy is disgusting. He's just taken over that round completely again. He just put 95X in his backpack for that one entire round, and it's paid off so well.
Gotta say that for Koopa Troopers, that was a really good start. If it just, just if only that Sage Wall went a little bit deeper, that might have been a very different story. But Vex gets detected. Lou to dash in first. Oh, it's good damage, but now he's running away. He needs Minimize to help him out. Noir defending backside excellently, and here comes the rest of the team with bigger boy guns. Minimize, that's a freebie. That's 2. That's 3. Sights taken.
One enemy remaining.
I mean, what could you want here? I mean, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Nice little cleanup.
Lou had the ghost. He was literally the bait.
If you're not
he's full pressure.
Using that ghost and you're trying to run out those
there are
classics,
other ways to be useful.
Unfortunately, Lou doesn't get as much value as he'd like from that scenario, but it doesn't matter. If he got 1 kill there, he would have been 1 off the Blade Storm, so I think that's definitely the idea that they were going for there. At least Lou tries to get 1 into this round. Blade Storms got popped, the money's very even, but it doesn't even matter. You know, he's just like, screw you guys, I'm buying the Vandal. I'm gonna kill everyone because I know I'm that good at the game. And he's probably just gonna pop off this round because it's the most Lou thing to do. This is does this break the alarm bot in Link normally? Let's have a look.
RDW played the lineups with Viper earlier on, and now this. Ooh, it might just be a
nice.
Yeah, right idea.
Well,
just
I like
not too
it.
far out.
No, It wasn't for the molly though. It's when the Killjoy puts the alarm bot down. But instead, they've opted to put that turret down, which is something you don't generally see at that angle. So maybe it's a bit of a
counter.
I guess anti-strat. They might have known about it already.
Oh, Rags to Riches, you know, they always get put into such a rough spot.
Headshot.
Oh, Lou doesn't even care. He just knows, man's living with the Matrix. Nice little nade as well. Rags to Riches gets dunked on. It's looking so clean right now. For 95X over towards the B site. The util. They've thought this out. They've cooked it up.
Goodbye.
Damn.
Okay, and that's a save.
Yep. You know what's funny, Chris, as well? Koopa Troopas and 95X, they're managed actually by the same guy. Shout out to Monkabell. So I'm pretty sure the guy's like just playing Fantasy League right now with his teams. You gotta be joking, right?
Okay, well, that's a little bit too much value from Mike, but Vex is in a 1-on-4 here. Obviously completely unwinnable at this stage in the round. It's really just a matter of, does 95X find another one? They go towards this area. What might be able to find it? But the flash is going to come around. He's going to peek.
Don't matter.
Doesn't even get one.
Anti-flash. Losing the Matrix, man.
Well, that is probably worst case scenario if you're in the... not probably. It is worst case scenario if you're the side of KT. Just nothing going your way. Lou's got the blades. It doesn't matter because he has that rifle though. So, 3-0. Pretty commanding start. I think 95X has been in control. I mean, 95X has been in control in the majority of those rounds. The pistol round got a little bit dicey towards the end there, but that's when you have a moment of brilliance, like Lou just stepping up as an individual in that one moment when you need him to, and just completely put the team on his back and won you that round. And the momentum has completely shifted.
And you know what? Minimize as well. The util, the setup for his teammates to basically get in there.
It's a style of IGL.
I know exactly where.
Hands on. Hands on. That's all it is.
It's something that you've seen Burster do as well. He likes to play that. He's played that K roll. Oh, wait, hold up.
Lou's behind it. He doesn't even care. He picks up 3. He spins around. He gets the head on to Lomu. Just keep going.
Well, as I was saying, it's one of those things where you see a lot of these IGLs. I'll point towards Burster as an example because obviously he's one of the most respected IGLs in the game.
Yeah.
He used to play that KO role. Him and Durka would act as a bit of a pair because he'd know what he'd want Durka to do in the round. So he's like, all right, look, I'm gonna play the KO on Ascent. You go dash at them. I want to use my knife to create this space. I want to use this flash to get you on this line. And since Minimize knows what he wants from Lou, it's really easy for them to. I'd assume it's very easy for them to communicate ideas and know what they want from each other, and having an IGL that's very hands-on and doesn't really sit back as much, like, you know, someone playing the Smokes role, playing the Astra, the Brimstone, the Omen as much. You don't really have that much
much more firepower.
Okay, hold up.
Jeez,
as I was saying, you don't really have as much to it's not even firepower, it's just you can't have as much impact directly with your team outside of your calling. So having this more hands-on approach, as you said before, it's definitely something that is working very well for 95X, and what's always been one of those players that wants to play the Smokes anyway, and Mini can pretty much play anything in the game. Like we've even seen him play Yoru in Officials. Back in, I think it was 2021, they played Yoru on Breeze against Mind Freak in that lower bracket best of 3, back when he was on Nebula. It's disgusting. These guys can play any agent, and the fact that they have this flexibility is working wonders for them right now.
Guess the other teams in the region, they're going to have a reasonably steep hill to climb, you know? Sure, if you can match the aim, it's still a matter of the brain.
You got to remember as well, there's that Ascension spot on the line that these teams are eventually going to be playing for. Not quite this second. Hold up, more KO tech coming out. Okay, never mind.
No. He missed! He sucks! I take it back! It doesn't matter. RDW is there to pick up the slack. And gets shut down, but you know, he's just basically the mule.
Spike planted.
Help his teammates in with the blaze, the ulti and whatnot. He can go down, but it's fine. He can get rezzed again. Meanwhile, the rest of his team just starts racking up all the bodies. This is probably another save, and RDW. He's thirsty.
Sneaky.
He's rowdy. And
I thought that was
overheated.
It's not even overheat though. I mean, the round's over. It doesn't matter at this point.
True, but still.
Yep, true. I guess you can technically say it's an overheat, but you don't lose the round because of it. You know?
Overthirst.
It's not too bad in the end.
What's their answer, you know? I would like to see a tactical timeout. I always rave about it, but...
I do believe they have a coach as well, so there's definitely a sixth voice in this team that they can definitely go to here. Nice little frag to come out on towards Minimizer. Doesn't farm out that ultimate. Doesn't look like we're going to be seeing a timeout just yet. But if you're KT, I mean, at this point, you're kind of just getting ping-ponged around the map. I think Minimize just has a very good read on what he wants to be doing. Okay, there's the timeout. There it is. Good. Good. That's what we want, though. That's something that you and me preach a lot.
Use it.
You've got it. You've got one per half. You have no excuse not to use it, especially in a situation like this where you might need that mental reset. You might just need a breather. It might be a little bit heated in the comms potentially. We don't really know what's exactly happening, but the fact that you just use this minute to just reset, recompose, talk through the ideas, what you want in the round, it can work wonders for these teams, and you can stop the momentum of 95x here potentially because they can't do anything for a minute.
You know what?
So this might be the round.
You know what? Maybe they should do using the 1 minute. Do the Vizsla tech. You know, just load up that meditation minute on your phone. Just sit there. Apparently, he did that. He
in the official.
Yeah, no. It was like it was in the tournament, the UNICEF thing. I think it was right before he played, or something like that. It's like he put it on the meditation, and then the guy was just destroying people. I don't know if it was a meme or not. I didn't see the final score, but
I'd like to know.
I would honestly think it works. I would believe it works.
I know in Counter-Strike, Fnatic back in the day, like early CS:GO, there used to be something called the Fnatic timeout. Okay. And it would quite literally just be you call a timeout, you say nothing for 30 seconds, and then you get back into the game.
Nice
little mental reset.
You know what? In CS:GO as well, what the modern tech is? There's a player called Jame, I think. He has a what? Never mind. I'm gonna stop right there.
I wanted to know now.
I thought you knew.
No, what?
Okay, I'll tell you post game, but he does something pretty nasty pre-game. I'll say, and it works out for him at least.
95x win quickly because I kind of want to know now.
All right. I really think as well, you know, that timeout is for them to just really try to break open the defense of... just to try to counter 95x, because no matter what they do, no matter how they switch up the defense, how they adapt to it, 95x has just got their number time and time again. And it's just getting a little bit demoralizing, honestly, if I was in issues.
I'm quite literally just playing the map better. Look at that as well. That flash alongside the dash from Lou into the smoke.
Hey! Yeah!
Great. So much space. But look at the teamwork. Look at that small little play. The fact that potentially right there can get you a pick going into that post plant is incredible. It's those little things, you know. It might not net the most insane amount of value, but it's the fact that these are things that they're actually applying, and they're just getting so much space from it. Lufa, I mean, he's just going off right now.
He doesn't care. You lock him in the angle. Minimize is there as backup. Okay, Lou, he goes down. Minimize! That's one, but the stage wall comes up. Lomo defused to halfway, but it's just a bloodbath. 95x. That's red on the kill feed. And Minimize, he's getting ready for a bonk as well. You see him ready for it. A captain goes down with the ship, I guess. No, he's not gonna get it. And he survives. Oh, what a menace. Jackson White. That's another one for the compilation.
Most Minimize thing to do. There's nothing more Minimize than just bonking someone with that.
Think of literally the morale boost you get from that. The fact that they had the time and just they had the scenario as well to be able to go for something like that. It just speaks wonders. Pure joy, bliss, happiness, confidence.
Get out of my way.
Oh man. It's good, man. It's good.
Good util.
Yeah. Brocky threw down the low orb as well. Or maybe he wants to attempt the ult orb. Not too sure.
It doesn't even matter. You can't do anything after that flash gets popped. The one thing I'm curious to see, and looking at the scoreline, I don't know if we're going to get to see it much, is how this Cypher is going to work on the defensive side. It's not something I've seen as much. I think most teams in our region have lent towards more that Killjoy, especially after the... Ooh, that could have been very scary.
Yeah, but the moment he goes backside again, here comes the 0 point, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Someone has to be there to pop it. Someone was standing on the other side for crying out loud. They've got no Astra util to play this. Loser indeed. Vex for one. Braxton Richards gets caught by Mike. Down mid or something. Want the TP, and he's still alive.
Killjoy ult is available, but I don't think it's going to be something they want to rip here.
It's pretty low. The timing. Brocky!
Opponents killed.
Okay, he got it at the end. 3-3. They're going to go for this. They are surely going to have to try something here.
One enemy remaining.
But they're just getting shut down. It's just too overwhelming for them. Brocky was afraid as well. Maybe Lou was going to honestly challenge him. And God knows he'll hit that. Brocky has the right idea. The drop down. Lose patience. And that was all the baits there was. He didn't go for that swing. I'm amazed. Character growth is real.
Yep, well, I was saying before I want to see this Cypher on the defensive side because I'd like to see what the setups are going to look like, but you know, I mean, at this point, at this rate, we're not even going to see it. I mean, it doesn't really get more one-sided than a
They need to
7-0.
hide the tech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The team is actually going to go to the extent to anti-strat 95x. You're not really going to be able to see the defensive half.
I gotta be honest, like, if you want to, you know, take them down and take the Ascension slot, maybe, or more, that's what you have to do.
Oh, well, I mean, you have to be the best.
You literally. And you need the tape.
Why does he have an operator? What is happening?
Hey, man, why not?
I'm not complaining, it's just, I don't remember the last time I've seen him use an operator.
Yeah, you know, you're right. I'm amazed that White even hit that. My God.
We didn't get to see it, so it might have been a nutty shot as well. Oh boy.
There's the teamwork. There's the trade as well. Minimize hands-on approach. More than happy to just get in there. And Vex, yeah, he's good for one. Super fast on it. But RDW comes back instantly. That's two.
Could have been a third. Not meant to be for the time being. There 1v2. Brocky gets blinded up. He's gonna get all the way. He's forcing a mic. It doesn't matter. It's either the operator of what or it's backstab of Mike. Pick your poison, and Brocky has fallen. Unfortunate, but nice little two-piece coming out from what the operator. I guess paying off in the end. So can't be too hard on the fellow for that one. But that is look. I don't think we'll see him pull that one out for a while, aside from this map. Definitely seems like a more of a, hey, look, it's we're winning a lot. Let's have a bit of fun with it.
Nice
And you've already got a knife kill. You've got a couple operator kills on a player that you don't really see it normally. I think they're just having a lot of fun at this point.
Oh, well. Back it up. Maybe. We'll see. Koopa Troopas, man. This is rough.
Well, these are the games that you generally get a good amount of experience from.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think
just what went wrong and why got diffed.
I don't want to say that this game's over because obviously as a caster or as someone speaking about the game, you don't really want to say that though. But realistically, you're down 8 rounds right now. It's going to be incredibly grim to get back up to this game. So I think if you're on the side of Jesus Christ, if you're on the side of KT, though, like I Minimize is seriously just calling an incredible half right now. That's really all this is. Minimize is just been calling an insane half. It's these mid-round calls. He's working the map so well with his, I guess, with his team. And they know exactly what they need to do. And
it's like he's reading a coloring book.
Coloring book?
It's a joke, bro. All good.
I know, bro. I was wondering why it needed to be a coloring book.
Because he's reading it. Whatever the point is.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, man, Chris, you get to make me explain that.
God, I need to go to bed after this, but what?
Yeah.
Good for 2. Gonna be good for a 3rd. Yeah, let's try that again. Gonna be good for a...
Okay. Ooh! Now that's the overheat. He really thought he had it.
I don't know how that joke went over my head. I'm not gonna lie with you. I don't know how that went over my head. Are you kidding me?
That was a pretty good one. I feel.
It's a good one. I mean, it's a good joke if I don't. No, it's a good joke. I'm just dumb. That's all it is. Oh boy. But 9-0. Morale's in the 95x camp at an all-time high. The morale's in the... That's a camera.
Whoa, what? Did it go through the barrier?
No, it's kind of just chilling.
Damn, that's crazy.
He's gonna pop it?
That's the tech. Whoa! That's the tech!
And,
look, Koopa Troopas.
I guess 95x likes that.
Yeah.
But Koopa Troopas. Just yet again,
they're just
falling victim.
They just split now. Maybe the mentality, just trying to individually try to go for kills, try to get something done. Like, you can't do that, not against 95x.
I can see the scoreboard right now, obviously, because if you pull it up, it's gonna obscure the view. Lou is currently 17-3.
Yeah, he's slapping.
I don't even like.
Oh my god, that movement as well.
How do you do that in an official?
A mic on lurk it's just.
Oh my god, this
like I
round.
said, minimize maybe working the map, just pressure elsewhere, and then just full silenced. Koopa Troopas, they just don't even know where Mike is. At the same time, Mike, pure experience as well. Oh, the pinch!
It's so gross.
It's getting hard to watch, guys.
It's just gross.
Probably best to
That's
play
all it
as a
is.
team. So, what's the plan?
Like 95X, it was the same thing on Lotus. 95X didn't really have to do much to win that game. It's the exact same here as well. 95X are quite literally just playing the game at a moderate pace, doing nothing fancy. And they've completely they're just running away with it. 18 and 3 for Lou, 10 and 2 for Mike. What do you say to that?
I'm going to bed.
Yeah, early night apparently. It's almost 9 o'clock.
Oh wow, even that as well. Maybe that was a micro adaptation off of how far Vex pushed up in the previous round. Minimize the instant U2 up close, just in case. Luke does not care. 95X, everyone's on the side. This is what I want to see in my ranked games. All my teammates there to join me to fight.
I know exactly.
I punish you.
But this time around though, Koopa Troopers, they are fighting back a little bit harder.
Come on, where's the lockdown? Surely.
Spike
Holding it for
planted.
so long.
Maybe he wanted to be sure that the plant was actually going down. And RDW. Oh no, man.
Oh,
Okay,
there's a little gap.
Yeah.
That's so okay. Well,
Cosmic Divide, that might not work in his favor. Oh, he gets detected at the very last second. RDW just holds down left mouse button, doesn't even care. Ultimate or not, it's just...
Last round before the switch.
It is what it is.
what do you even say to that? There's nothing I can say. It's literally just 95X in the driver's seat. They've been in the driver's seat this whole series, and they've just completely rolled over Koopa Troopers in this last map. It's 11-0. They've had to do... They've literally done nothing fancy. They have just run at them. It's quite literally just Lugo kill. They used to have slow go kill. It's now Lugo
Get out
kill.
of my way.
But still though, we've seen some pretty nice like coordination and tag team plays coming out from Minimize and Excellent.
I mean, but that's the standard. That's what should just be happening by default anyway. Oh,
that's nice. Finally aggressive.
I'm completely missing there. Flash to come out after Lou is going to be trying to find some. Spam down a little bit. What managed to pick up one on the flank
Can't
there,
be
but
serious.
Wow, here in spawn.
Lou might
Lou's
just
not gonna
updraft,
push.
honestly.
No, it doesn't seem like he's going to push here. What gets flashed off the line?
Come on, let's go.
Gets close to the time.
Wow!
Went incredibly wide.
Minimize the stun. Doesn't matter though. No, it does matter because he gets clapped. Lou, one blade. The commits, 34 HP. This is the best round Koopa Troopers have had in a while. There we go. There's a bait and switch. That's a fast swing. That's a kill. It's one on the board. It's one on the board. Let's go. That's your pride. That's your dignity.
Well, you know what they say.
Yeah.
Better late than never.
Yeah, I guess. It starts with one.
But it's still pretty late. I won't lie. It's still pretty damn late to be getting that round. You would have liked it maybe like at least 7 rounds ago. Just throwing a number out there. This is a game.
I was gonna like Never mind. Never mind. I thought
Yeah.
I was thinking of something
okay, yeah,
really,
gotcha.
really stupid. I won't say it.
Oh
That's
yeah,
fine.
okay.
Yeah. Hey, you ever played that Dead Space game, the new one?
I have not played a single Dead Space game.
Oh, dude, it's so
be
good,
honest.
man. It's top tier horror.
I don't doubt it.
Can I get this?
They're just not the games I play normally. That's quite
Fair enough.
literally
Fair
it.
enough. I too like my sleep usually, but
Oh, very scary. Ooh, speaking of,
you take that.
I don't know what's speaking of
Minimize. Eesh.
Okay, I think 95X are having just a little bit too much fun now.
Yeah. He thinks he's funny, huh? Trying to push up really deep.
Okay.
Everyone else is here now. Sage all up. They want the guaranteed save plant. Mike trying to be sneaky. Mike with the lineup, you're joking!
Down B.
Spacing, guys, come on! Vex for one. In the blink of an eye, the tables are turned. The round's gone tits up. Koopa Troopas had everything going for them.
What did you just say?
Oh my god, man.
One enemy remaining.
No way.
Spike
4
down.
for
Yes,
Mike. It's just looking too free. Rags and riches, he has to try clutch it all, and honestly, he's just a bit paranoid about the stage. Well, the moment that goes down, he might just be screwed. He knows both are there. But what's with the break as well? The shock dart! Oh! That's match point. Chris, not like this, man.
Well, had that ace
Match
stolen.
point.
Their winter has
That's the
come.
second time RDW this half is, or this game. I think this half is stolen an ace. He stole the one with the.
Oh yeah, that's true.
There.
Yeah, he did.
Unreal.
Stole lose ace. This time he gets his ace.
Incredibly selfish. Incredibly selfish.
What goes around comes around, you know?
No, it was Mike's ace that he stole.
Right here.
Yeah, no. But he stole lose ace in the first half.
I thought, did RDW still lose?
No. What's Mike?
Oh, was it Mike?
Yeah.
Oh. Look, I'll be honest, this game's been a bit of a blur. I won't lie to you. There's the shots you expect Lou to hit every day of the week. He's just coming up short a little bit in the end.
Damn. Lou washed? Nah, no way, bro.
Ben's just dropped 21 kills in the first half in a 12 round half, and you're calling him washed. Unreal. The disrespect.
Rookie numbers.
Rookie, okay. Yeah, do it in ranked, bro.
Do it in ranked. And then I'll believe you.
Oh, boy, he probably does it in ranked anyway. Who cares at this point?
No, but he
I'm
doesn't.
surprised that...
He hasn't played ranked.
I'm surprised KT are going B there with these weaker weapons though, when you have to potentially fight at range a little bit here. You're gonna have to walk in a watt using that Guardian. Not the most ideal scenario. The bolt comes out, doesn't manage to tag anyone, and they are storming into that hold position. There might be a flash coming out. There might be the fight. The spike is all the way in back hold. It's anything in what is happening right now? How is this working?
Vex got in 2. It's a good start. Here comes Mike now into the hallway, the kill box. And Vex with the stinger. He's just putting up numbers at this point.
Spike isn't even down. How is this happening right now?
Open space? I guess just fight.
KT should be in the driver's seat here. I mean, they still are. The spike should have been down. What's
comes
to
Luke.
find one?
No.
Not meant to be. He's on for the ace. Where has this come from? With a stinger of all things. How is this happening? The spike is on the ground. What is happening right now?
Jesus, they gotta plant that. But
enemy
what? The wall bangs. He's shooting the wrong angle.
Planted.
Vex 12 bullets. 12 bullets. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage.
Wait, knows he's dropped.
He believes him.
Maxed up.
Oh, damn, that's nasty. He backed himself for that. That's a way to win the game. 13-1. Great job, White.
Clutch.
Another ace denied again. And that's 95X taking home the clean 2-0.
Disgusting. KT only won a total of 6 rounds in that whole series. Yeah. Well, I think that's where we know where the bar's set at. Lou has a 145 econ rating, a 426 ACS.
Yeah, just another day in the office.
That was a 14-round game, and he's dropped over 400 ACS.
Yeah. Could do better.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're not wrong. That's pretty average. I mean, that's pretty average.
You know, it's like,
yeah.
for Lou, honestly,
silly me, man. Silly me.
Yes.
Only
22 kills? Come on, man. It had to be like 30.
Like at least, I don't know, at least 30, surely. What's that?
Well, are you crunching the numbers now?
Nah, I was just looking. I was genuinely just curious at the scoreboard there.
Well, is there anything to really break down about map 2? Even more dominant scoreline than map 1.
I think 95x were better than KT today. I think that's my that's my analysis for the day. I unfortunately I've got nothing else.
Very, 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 very nice in-depth take.
I don't really think there's much else to talk about, realistically. I think for KT, a take-home message is you got a good VOD to watch.
Yes.
You know, you can definitely pinpoint the mistakes because they should be quite clear as well.
Yes.
I don't even think it's definitely not something you can easily fix in the game. Because you're just getting...
No.
It's hard because when you're getting like I don't want to say this. I mean, you're getting abused essentially.
Damn, dude.
Right, you're getting completely abused.
Yeah.
The map is being played so well by your opponents. It's so hard to find those little spaces of where you can be improving on the spot.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, it's just that whole game plan. Maybe it might need to be a comp change. Maybe it might need to be like a couple of, okay, we need to change up a couple of roles and a couple of positions. They might keep the same comp and they might quite literally just look to fix their mistakes. But I mean, that was just disgusting. Like if you're KT, that is incredibly demoralizing. But if you're 95X, you know you're still the best team in the region, so you got nothing to worry about there. You just kind of, I mean, you're always going to have I was going to say you put a target on your back, but they're always going to have a target on their back anyways. I think at this point, it's really just how much higher can they push that bar? How high up can they be above everyone else? Where everyone else is going to be playing catch up regardless though.
Yep.
But if you can keep pushing that bar higher and higher and higher, every other team in the region is going to have to work hard. And you're just making them work harder as well. If you want that ascension spot as 95X, they know exactly what they need to do, and they're definitely pushing towards that.
Never stop grinding, I guess that's the minimized way. And speaking of which, looks like the lovely gentleman himself will be coming in just for a quick afterword about the series, as hopefully he usually does. I really want to, there's a good chance to pick his brain as well, see what he thinks is currently happening, and see where he wants to take maybe this new roster. Jackson, what's cooking?
How have we been?
Not bad, not bad. How have you been, bro? Because I understand that during the offseason and whatnot, it was kind of boring, kind of rough.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. You say off-season, but I felt like VCT finals was yesterday, and I don't think I've had a break.
For real. It's like, so basically you've just been putting in that many hours into the game.
What? How long was VCT finals? Like 2 weeks? 1 week here?
I think it wasn't last week. It was the week before.
3 weeks?
Wait, was it last week? No,
The 12. So it was like 9 days ago?
I was like nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Jesus. There you go. 2 weeks ago. No. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm fried right now. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, okay,
fried.
look, but Jackson, this is Challengers. Sure, you are kind of obligated to play it. You gotta play it, man. You can't get rusty. No breaks. Always keep grinding. I know that's how you like to maybe operate and think. That was clean. What's next? Because I understand that right now 95X have maybe lost a player or two, and here comes a roster shuffle yet again.
Yeah, well, the plan is just try to build the best roster I can before China takes all my players again, and then have the reroll.
What's stopping you from going to China, man? What? You can't speak Chinese?
Look, I don't know. I think
Being
they don't have IGLs over there. They're just they're kind of all deaf in Discord, and they just go shoot.
I think
it's not really much though.
The first move would be bring back Bonk Indians, was it? Just go over towards India.
Yeah, bonk knees or something.
Okay.
Bonk knees? Bonk knees. Right. Okay.
Anyway. Something I just wanted to ask as well is you've obviously, I mean, as Digital brought up before, you've brought in 2 new members into the team. You've obviously played with RDW before, so we can kind of skip over that. But I don't believe you've ever been on a team with Lou before. So having him come into the team, replacing Swell for that duelist position, how has he been slotting in for the team?
I think Lou is really great duelist. Obviously he's always been a really, you always see him at the top of every game, when he's playing on Fun Crew. And people are scared to play him, and he's very powerful. And I think it's more about just I don't think skill wise, I don't think there's not much of a difference between him and Swell, but it's a massive stylistic difference. So it's more just trying to build around him and change the way we play it to make it so that we're allowing him to do what he wants instead of forcing him to fill the shoes of someone else.
Jackson, I will say this though, because from all the years that we've all been around and seen how Lou plays, he really just favors Jet. I've rarely seen him playing any other agent. Do you think this could be something maybe you guys would have to work on later down the road, or do you actually believe that adapting to that playstyle and that stylistic difference you were talking about, you guys can still come out on top?
I don't think Lou's Raze is that bad at all. I think it's more when you're playing Raze, a lot of the decisions that you make are team related, right? When you play Raze in a pug environment, it's very different to when you're playing Raze in a system and you're breaking trips and boom butting for info and using nade to counter util, and it's very different. So I feel it's more I just gotta let him know what I need out of him on the Raze to fit the team environment. But if that doesn't work out, we just sub in 6-man Pundo and put him on the Raze and send him in.
That could actually be a very viable strat, and well, honestly, I will be keen to see that happen because that will be an absolute comedy show, and I will love it. Well, look, Jackson, any final words? Because pretty breezy night for you. What's next?
Just world domination, bro. Shout out to 95X, the boys.
Sounds good. All right, Jackson, man, have a great night, man. Chill out. Love to hear you talk as always, and seeing you progress. Don't worry, bro. One day. Next thing I know, you'll be speaking Chinese. I'm sure you got the brains to get on Duolingo and smurf that. Yeah, exactly. There we go, boy. There we go. I'll see you there, man. All right. Have a good one.
Mate. Cheers.
Well, Chris, there you heard him. Minimize Jackson White. Once again, he just feels like he's matured even like more so now after his long stint in Valorant. So many teams. And this time, well, every single time, he just gets better and better.
Yeah, definitely. No signs of stopping anytime soon. I mean, quite literally, the amount of rosters he's had to build at this point is disgusting. Like last year, he quite literally went into this season building another roster from scratch, and he's kind of just done pretty much the same thing yet again. And as he said, he's coming for world domination, and I don't really think he's stopping anytime soon. He's looking very good with his team. I mean, they're definitely. I mean, I think. Realistically, there's no reason to say they're definitely not the favorites for that Ascension or to get into that Ascension tournament.
Yeah.
Where you try to promote into that league. And I mean, if there was anyone that was to do it from Oceania, it would definitely be them.
Oh, it has to be at this rate. And I guess all I can really say about the matter is, you know, every single time China takes one of his players, he gets 10 more brain folds. So there's a worthy trade? Yeah, sure, maybe. Just another challenge for him to overcome, and seems to be doing that very, very easily, I'll say. Well, Chris, I guess that's all from me tonight. Anything you want to add on to this?
Honestly, I got nothing. I think the game speaks for itself. There's not really too much to talk about besides obviously follow the boys. Us too, you know. I believe our stuff should be on the screen as well.
You are correct.
Yeah, just keep it up on Twitter. That's about it. Shout out 95X and KT as well. You know, like, you know, it was a fun game to watch. You know, watching 95X, I guess, develop as a team is also something that we really like to see, especially with two members. The fact that they're still incredibly consistent, they're still towards the, or they look like they're going to definitely be towards the top, is definitely good signs. And I'm happy that Lou and RDW have ended up on such an incredible team as well, where their talent is going to be able to shine and they can definitely push through towards that Ascension spot. Stage 2 of VCL is going to be starting next month as well. I'm incredibly excited to see how competitive it's going to be, because obviously, you know, the finals, I only saw the scores. I didn't actually watch any of it, but the fact that it went to 5 maps and you've essentially done that, and 95X did that against a quote-unquote dead team, and the fact that they've yoinked one of the best players from that team, who's then disbanded, and you've also yoinked one of the players from another team who was looking quite solid as well. But he's quite literally just, as Pilsy says, he's collecting the Infinity Stones yet again.
I was just about to say that.
He's getting that gauntlet. He's holding that gauntlet right now. He's getting all the Infinity Stones again, and they've got a great coach to do it as well. Shout out, like they've had a coach in the slot as well. I mean, they know exactly what they need. They've boot camped. They've got a great support staff. They've got a great org behind them. I seriously think that we've got another great team that OS can definitely look towards going to those international tournaments if they qualify. And I think that if, as an OS fan, that's definitely something to be quite hopeful and optimistic about going forward.
Well, I guess on that note, it seems like they're built for greatness. I'll just say that right now. And hopefully they have their passports sorted should they actually need to go overseas. Seriously, guys, you got to keep your passports updated. You don't want to lose a player right before going overseas.
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
That's fine. And also, on another note, guys, DreamHack's coming up soon. 10K cash prize Valorant LAN. If you guys are going, chances are we'll both be there to stream your games, most likely. So come on, guys, just come down, have some fun. Let's see each other in real life, and probably challenge Minimize to a chili eating competition. Heard the guy's pretty good at it. But regardless, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Nice and easy 2-0 series for the night. Hope you enjoyed the show, and hopefully we'll see you next time. We'll see how busy work is. But hello, Chris. Once again, thank you to you. Give us a follow on the socials. Always a pleasure. Have a great night.